Dr. Paul Cleveland with Boundary Stone, and we're trying to provide you resources to equip you to engage your world. Today, I'd like to talk with you a little bit about entrepreneurship and innovation. So, don't you want to live in a world that's improving and getting better, and with things that are innovative and new, and better and cheaper ways that we might achieve our ends and our goals in life? Well, it's important that we have entrepreneurship is allowed in our economy if that's going to be the case. Think about it for a moment. When people are left free, if you're free to do those things that you would like to do, then you can go out and you can discover new things, you can invent new things, you can engage your neighbors, sell things to them that they value, that they want. And so that's the process. Entrepreneurship is really important part of the process of leading us to a better world, a better situation. Think of it for a moment. When I was growing up, no one thought about carrying their phone around their pocket. That was unheard of. Nobody would think of that. And yet now we do it all the time. But carrying a phone around, a personal communicator around in your pocket, well, that was the stuff of Star Trek on TV. We didn't do that. And then when the first cell phones came out, like this one, the old flip phone came out, that was an inventive sort of thing. All of a sudden, fiction becomes reality. And why did that happen? Well, it happened because of entrepreneurship and innovation. People have an interest in engaging their culture and trying to invent things that people would want. And cell phones have greatly improved since the invention of the cell phone itself. And now they're smartphones. There's we carry around little computers in our pockets and that do all sorts of things. It's really quite amazing in that sense. But all of this innovation can come to an end. It can come to an abrupt halt. If governments enter into the fray, enter into the marketplace, and either restrict what you can do with your property through all manner of regulations and restrictions and that sort of thing, or they just take possession of all your property, then innovation will come to an end. It comes to an abrupt halt. What will begin to happen then, if government takes over, is the prices of things will go up eventually, the quality of things will go down, and there'll be little innovation, because there's little incentive, and people's hands are tied. If the government's telling you what you can and cannot do with your property, what ability do you have to be inventive, to discover new things, to do things that are going to be new and based upon what you think someone might want, what you think might actually work and might actually be better? It was the fact that people were free to engage and to do these things is the reason we do have cell phones now. And so that's really an important part of the market process. It's the thing that's going to drive us into the future and make things better. After all, if I ask you the question, how many of us know the best way to do something, to do anything? In truth, we know how we do it now, but that's hardly sufficient. It's hardly the best way. We don't know the best way because we don't know what might be possible. And the only way to find out what might be possible is to let people tinker around the edges and to discover what might be possible. Who could have thought this would work? No, back in the 1960s and early 70s, nobody really thought about that working. But now we take it for granted. It does work. So think about that and think about the market process, because it will make your life better. It'll make the lives of your neighbors better. But you got to defend freedom. in order to have that. Well, I hope this helps you understand a little bit about free enterprise and why it is important for our lives and our futures. And once again, I'm Dr. Paul Cleveland with Boundary Stone. Check out our website, boundarystone.org. We have articles there as well as books that will help you understand your world in a better way. See you next time. Bye.